Any discussion of the most memorable individual seasons and careers in the storied history of Eastern baseball must include Dwight A. Wildman, a five-tool player who capped a remarkable career as a first-team ABCA Division III All-America and National Collegiate Baseball Writers' National Player of the Year. That season, he batted .419 and set program season records which remain today with 93 hits, 20 home runs, 174 total bases, and 79 RBI, with his 67 runs and 21 doubles currently the second most ever in a season. As a testament to his versatility, he also stole 27 bases and had a .990 fielding average. That's one error on 100 chances. In 2004, the Seymour native also concluded a hitting streak of 31 games, which had begun in 2003, a program-tying record which stood for 14 years. For good measure that season, Dwight unloaded a dramatic walk-off two-run home run in an elimination game of the national tournament that helped carry the team to an eventual national second-place finish. At the plate in his career, Dwight hit for average .370, power 37 home runs, and in the clutch 195 RBI, and was unstoppable on the base paths with a record 96 steals, including a record 30 in a row, and compiled a .982 fielding average on 326 chances. Further illustrating Dwight's unusual combination of power and speed is the fact that he is one of only 9 players in program history to hit as many as 3 home runs in one game, and one of only 2 players in program history to steal as many as 5 bases in one game. For his accomplishments, Dwight was named to the D3Baseball.com Team of the Decade for the first decade of the 2000s.
Now, I would like to talk very nicely about Dwight Wildman as our Hall of Fame nominee. Dwight was an outstanding baseball player and plus a very, very, very good student. And Dwight is down in our program as one of the best outfielders that we've had ever in our program. Dwight was a very, very consistent ball player for 4 years as an outfielder. His senior year was highlighted by a home run in the ninth inning to put our team into the championship game. And Dwight was an outstanding outfielder, defensively and hitting. Very consistent as an outfielder and a runner. Dwight did a very nice job for us as one of our leaders in our program for 4 years. And again, Dwight was a special ball player in our program and led the program in many categories. But again, it is an honor for me to be presenting Dwight as a Hall of Fame prospect.
This ring is the reason why Dwight Wildman is in the Hall of Fame. His mom used to spin it before every game, superstitiously, and what do you know? All these years later, all those hits later, home runs later, Dwight is in the Hall of Fame.
When we went and saw Dwight Wildman play basketball at Seymour High School, we saw what kind of athlete he was and what kind of competitor he was. And that translated also into his baseball playing at Seymour High as well.
All that you've heard about Dwight Wildman being a great athlete, great baseball player is true. The All-American, the records that he has set What you should also know, in addition to his great hitting baseball, is his superstition. His superstition about the glove. The glove had to be put, when he comes in from the outfield, in a certain way on the dugout floor. Not this way. It had to be put this way. And the laces had to be in a certain position. And he would put it on the floor, look at it, and then reposition it with the laces. And it had to be not this way, but this way. And the laces had to be here. And he would look at it 2-3 times and reposition the glove. And then he was ready to hit.
The qualities that Dwight Wildman possesses that make him a Hall of Famer are his determination, his competitiveness on the field and even off the field, how he went about his work in practice, his preparation in practice, his focus.
Dwight Wildman, I think of the word great. I think he was a great outfielder. He was a great hitter. He was a great base runner. And probably most importantly, he came from, great people. His family, Sue and Dwight Wildman, were some of our favorite parents. They made me very comfortable as the coach's wife. They were never pretentious. They were good people. And because of that, Dwight Wildman's a good person, great baseball player.
Physically, he could do anything on the baseball field. He had a strong arm. He could hit for power. He could hit for average. Whatever the situation called for, he could do.
Dwight was pretty even keel, although he always had a smile on his face. Never got too hot, too angry, too excited, was just always very even keel and able to, I think that's part of the reason why he was able to be so successful, is because he didn't let his emotions get the best of him.
When it was crunch time and the game was on the line, Dwight Wildman was one of the best players we've ever had.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's a fly ball toward deep center field. Back goes Ryan Callahan, looks up toward the batter's eye. It's over for a game-winning home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Eastern Connecticut wins it 2-1 on the 2-run homer to center field by Dwight Wildman, his 3rd homer of the tournament, and the Warriors live to play tomorrow.
At this time, it gives me pleasure to present for the induction into the Eastern Athletic Hall of Fame, Dwight Wildman.